Feel the peace of tonight's tale as it gently guides you to sleep. The Reflection of Tiara and Bellflower. This story is about Tiara and her charming animal friend, Bellflower, who discovers her true purpose by looking into the reflective waters of Mirror Lake. Once upon a time in the serene village of Lowland, there lived a young girl named Tiara, known for her kindness and bright spirit. Tiara had a special companion, a charming animal named Bellflower, who was blessed with the gift of understanding human emotions deeply. Bellflower possessed a soft lavender fur that shimmered under the light, and her eyes were as blue as a pristine lake, reflecting the world around her. Every evening, Tiara and Bellflower would sit by the ancient oak tree near the edge of the village, sharing stories and drinks. One clear night, as the stars twinkled like diamonds in the sky, Tiara felt a wave of sadness wash over her. Despite her radiant exterior, she was troubled by a sense of not knowing her true purpose. Sensing her distress, Bellflower nuzzled closer and whispered, "Let's take a journey to the Mirror Lake, where the water is said to reveal one's true reflection." Intrigued, Tiara agreed, and the two friends set off under the moon's gentle guidance. The path to Mirror Lake was illuminated by the glow of fireflies, creating a magical luminescence around them. As they reached the lake, its surface looked like a sheet of polished glass, undisturbed by a single ripple. Tiara knelt beside the water, peering into its depths. To her surprise, her reflection showed not just her physical appearance but also her feelings and dreams swirling in colors around her image. Bellflower's reflection appeared next to hers, intertwining with hers in a beautiful dance of light and color. "What do you see?" Bellflower asked softly. Tiara blushed as her reflection revealed memories of helping others, moments of laughter with her family, and dreams of making the world a better place. "I see my heart," she whispered, tears glistening in her eyes. Bellflower smiled gently. "Your true purpose is already within you, Tiara. It's reflected in the love and kindness you show every day." Tiara felt the warmth spread through her, replacing her sadness with a profound sense of contentment. That night, the friends returned home to Lowland, their hearts intertwined in understanding. From that day forward, whenever Tiara felt lost, she would look into the eyes of her dear friend Bellflower, seeing not just her own reflection, but the essence of who she truly was. Here's another story to warm your heart. Kawaii and Katria, a tale of companionship. This story is about Kawaii, a kind-hearted girl, and her bond with Katria, a crow, outlined the enduring tale of companionship. Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled among the towering mountains, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Kawaii. Her hair was as black as midnight, and her eyes sparkled like the stars in the clear night sky. Kawaii was known for her joyfulness, and her love for the creatures of the forest. But one day, while exploring a dense part of the forest, Kawaii stumbled upon a young crow with a broken wing. The crow called weakly and tried to hop away, but Kawaii's gentle presence calmed it. She named the crow Katria and carefully brought it back to her home. Kawaii nursed Katria back to health, feeding her bits of bread and gently wrapping her wing in a soft cloth. Day after day, Kawaii and Katria grew closer. Katria would call happily when Kay entered the room, and Kawaii would smile brightly, feeling the warmth of her feathered friend's companionship. They spent their days exploring the forest, Kay talking about her dreams and Katria listening attentively. One spring morning, as the cherry trees began to blossom, Katria's wing had fully healed. Kawaii took Katria to the edge of the forest and set her free. Katria flew to the highest branch, called loudly, and then swooped down to land on Kawaii's shoulder. From that day on, Katria never strayed far from Kawaii. They shared every moment together, from sunrise to the starry nights, weaving memories of laughter and love. Their bond was unbreakable, a true testament to the power of companionship as they faced the world together, united in spirit and heart. Here's another story to warm your heart. Bellflower and Bluebell's Shell Discovery. This story is about Bellflower and Bluebell discovering a magical shell that leads to an underwater kingdom. Once upon a time, in a beautiful village by the sea, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Bellflower. Every night, Bellflower would wander along the moonlit shore, collecting enchanting shells to add to her growing collection. Her dearest friend was a dancing fairy named Bluebell, who loved to twirl and dance under the starlit sky. One evening, as Bellflower strolled along the beach, she stumbled upon a particularly dazzling shell, shining brighter than any other she had ever seen. She picked it up with care, marveling at its beauty. Just then, Bluebell appeared in a whirl of sparkles and laughter. "What do you have there, Bellflower?" Bluebell asked, her wings shimmering like morning dew. "I found the most radiant shell, Bluebell. It's like it holds the light of 1,000 stars," Bellflower replied, holding up the shell for her friend to see. Bluebell fluttered closer, examining the shell with great interest. "This is no ordinary shell, Bellflower. I sense magic within it," Bluebell said with a twinkle in her. Together, they decided to uncover the mystery of the magical shell. As they examined the shell more closely, they noticed tiny engravings on its surface, symbols that seemed to tell a story. With Bluebell's fairy magic, she cast a gentle spell and suddenly, the symbols began to glow, illuminating a hidden path along the shore. "Follow the light," whispered Bluebell, and together, they embarked on a journey guided by the shell's glow. The path led them to a secluded cove where the waves whispered ancient secrets. In the center of the cove stood an immense, glistening rock with an inscription that matched the markings on the shell. With trembling hands, Bellflower placed the shell on the rock. As soon as it touched the stone, a brilliant light enveloped them, and they found themselves in a mystical underwater kingdom. Beautiful sea creatures swam around them, and the coral reefs sparkled like precious gems. The king of this underwater realm, a majestic sea turtle named Triton, welcomed them warmly. "Thank you for returning the great shell," Triton said in a deep, resonant voice. "It has the power to restore balance to our world." Bellflower and Bluebell listened in awe as Triton explained the ancient magic that protected their kingdom. The shell had been lost for centuries, and its return brought not only joy but harmony to the sea. As a token of gratitude, Triton presented Bellflower with a pearl necklace that would always remind her of the adventure and the friends she had made. "Whenever you need us, just fold the pearl close to your heart," Triton said. With a wave of his fin, he sent them back to the shore where their journey began. Bellflower and Bluebell hugged each other tightly, their hearts full of wonder and joy. They knew that their bond and the magical experiences they shared would last a lifetime. And so, every night from that day forward, Bellflower would wear her pearl necklace, the symbol of the incredible world she had discovered with her best friend, Bluebell. Let's journey onward with another comforting tale. Geranium and Tansy, a tale of compassion. This story is about Geranium and Tansy, a human and a phoenix, who bond over compassion and kindness, resulting in a magical gift that brings happiness to Geranium's village. Geranium lived in a quaint village, nestled within a verdant valley, surrounded by lush hills that sang with the fragrance of blooming flowers. She was known for her kind heart and gentle demeanor, always ready to lend a helping hand to her neighbors. One day, while tending to her garden, she saw an ethereal light descending from the sky. As it landed, the light transformed into a magnificent phoenix named Tansy, whose feathers shimmered with colors no mortal eyes had seen. Tansy was in distress, having been injured during her celestial flight. Without hesitation, Geranium rushed to her side, her compassion guiding her every move. She gently cradled Tansy and brought her into her humble home, where she prepared healing herbs from her garden. With each passing day, Geranium nursed Tansy back to health, her heart blooming with joy as the phoenix slowly regained her strength. Despite the language barrier, a profound connection grew between them, a silent understanding that transcended words. Tansy, touched by Geranium's kindness, decided to bestow a gift upon her. The phoenix plucked a radiant feather from her wing, which possessed the ability to heal and bring happiness to anyone it touched. Geranium was overwhelmed with gratitude, tears sparkling in her eyes as she accepted the precious gift. The day came when Tansy was fully recovered and ready to return to the skies. Though their goodbye was bittersweet, both felt grateful for the bond they had forged. As Tansy soared into the heavens, she looked back and saw Geranium waving, her heart full of love and compassion. From that day forward, the village flourished with newfound vitality. Geranium's feather, a symbol of hope and kindness, brought joy to all who lived there. And every night, as Geranium lay down to sleep, she would gaze at the feather and remember her friend, the phoenix named Tansy. Good night, and may your dreams be filled with peace.